Welcome to German language lessons. Today it is lesson number 11. So let us see what do we have in this lesson. Today we shall deal with some general expressions. I have divided these general expressions into two parts. So today we will see the first part. In the next episode we will see the second part. Now how do we say this general expressions in German? Einige allgemeine Ausdrücke. Einige allgemeine Ausdrücke. Teil 1. Till now, you have learnt many things. You have learnt about some adjectives, some verbs, some grammar, etc. From now onwards, we shall learn some more expressions like these in particular situations also, as well as in following episodes, I would bring you some small stories, one or two dialogues also. So let us get into today's lesson. Einige allgemeine Ausdrücke. So today the first one, sehr angenehm. Sehr angenehm. Meaning in English is delighted to meet you or you are welcome. So whenever you meet somebody, you can use this expression, delighted to meet you. And even sometimes when you want to give a response to thanks, then also you can use it. And how does one say thanks? Very easy word I have picked up for you, danke. Danke, meaning thanks or thank you. Danke. The next expression which I have taken is gleichfalls. Gleichfalls, meaning same to you, same to you. And nichts zu danken, nichts zu danken, no mention, no mention. So let us read all these ones once again. Sehr angenehm, danke, danke, gleichfalls, gleichfalls, nichts zu danken. Now generally whenever you speak with anyone, please see that you use some of these expressions. That's what I have picked up, some such sort of expressions for you. Generally in conversations, such sort of expressions are used. So today we are concentrating on such sort of expressions. But once again let me tell you that I have brought a few of them, not everything. Next, gucke mal, gucke mal, meaning look. Say you want to show something and you would point out and say gucke mal. Remember earlier I told you that in German we have formal and informal, two different versions of speech. So this is purely the informal version. Then Achtung, Achtung, meaning attention. So you want to draw someone's attention or you want to point out that the person needs to be careful. So attention, you want to say such sort of thing. You can use this word Achtung. Sei ruhig, sei ruhig, meaning be quiet. There's something noisy thing going on. Somebody is talking loudly or something. You can just say sei ruhig, meaning be quiet. Besetzt, the next expression, besetzt, meaning occupied or busy. So when, for example, a seat in a train or maybe a bus, a tram, you want to know whether that is vacant or occupied, you can ask. And the other person, if it is occupied, may respond as besetzt. Otherwise, besetzt also means busy. Though there are other words for busy, I have chosen this particular one. So just once again, gucke mal, Achtung, Achtung, sei ruhig, besetzt, besetzt. Let us move on to some more expressions. Drücken, drücken. What does drücken actually mean? To push, to press. General meaning of drücken is to press. But sometimes, some of the offices, some of the buildings, the doors may be closed and you have to push the door. Then you can say drücken. Similarly, to pull, the word would be ziehen. Ziehen, meaning to pull. Stimmt so. Stimmt so. That's right. Keep the change. You're in some argument or something and you want to point out that that particular statement is right. You can use this expression, stimmt so. And in a restaurant, I'll be speaking about restaurant in some coming episodes. So in a restaurant, you can say to keep the change. That is, after the bill is paid and you want to give the tip. So you have given the money and you can tell the waiter to keep the change by just saying stimmt so. And next expression I have chosen is bestimmt. Bestimmt, meaning definitely or certainly. So, for example, you're talking and you want to confirm something over there, that it is a definite thing or it is a certain thing, then you can use this expression, bestimmt. Bestimmt. So all of them once again, drücken, drücken, ziehen, ziehen, stimmt so, bestimmt, bestimmt. Some more expressions. Sicher, sicher means sure. So this sicher also has other meaning like safe. Now, when you want to ascertain something, say for example, you want to definitely come to an appointment, then you can use this expression sicher, sicher. Zum Glück, zum Glück, meaning luckily, luckily. Leider, leider, unfortunately, unfortunately. Das ist alles, das ist alles, that's all. So some more expressions. The next expression which I have brought for you is sicher, sicher, meaning sure. Sicher of course has another meaning, safe. Now, you are in some dialogue or something of that sort and you want to affirm that. So as an affirmation you can use sicher. The next expression, zum Glück, zum Glück, meaning luckily, luckily. Leider, leider, unfortunately, unfortunately. Das ist alles, das ist alles, that's all, that's all. Sicher, sicher, zum Glück, leider, leider, das ist alles, das ist alles. So as I have told you, these expressions, when you're talking to somebody, you can use them. That's how, thinking about various situations, I have brought in the expressions. Remember that these are only a few of the expressions, they are not the total of them. So some more expressions we shall continue with. Kein Problem, kein Problem, no problem, no problem. Both the words look with the same spelling, but the pronunciation is different. Kein Problem, kein Problem. Whereas in English we say, no problem. Ich weiß das, ich weiß das. I know that, I know that. Ich weiß das nicht, ich weiß das nicht. I don't know that, I don't know that. So in English, we put the negative before the verb, whereas in German, as you see in this sentence, it's not attached to the verb. So this sort of an expression you find in our Indian languages. When you translate that into any of the Indian languages, majority of them work in such manner where the negative is said afterwards. And you might have observed all the expressions which I have shown you till now had an exclamatory mark. But since these are sentences, there will not be any exclamatory mark. Then let's move on to the other ones. Keine Ahnung. Keine Ahnung. No idea, no information. So generally, when you say keine Ahnung, you have no information about whatever is being asked to you. So then you would give such sort of a reply. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. Self-evident or obvious? Self-evident is one meaning, another meaning is obvious. Next expression. Natürlich. Natürlich. Naturally. Genau. Genau. Exactly. Exactly. Keine Ahnung. Selbstverständlich. Natürlich. Genau. Oh, as I told you, you can use these expressions when you're talking. So sometimes such sort of expressions would definitely help you out. So keeping in view different aspects, I have brought these expressions for you. Continuing with the expressions further, what I have brought today for you. Verzeihen Sie bitte. Verzeihen Sie bitte. You may have a question. Earlier when we had a sentence, ich weiß das or ich weiß das nicht, there is no exclamatory because that was a sentence. Whereas this particular expression, verzeihen Sie bitte, it is supposed to be an expression used with exclamatory mark because it is an imperative. What do you mean by imperative? Imperative is a polite way of a command, of a request, of a thing which you want to put forward. What is the meaning of this word? This particular expression would mean, pardon me please. Pardon me please. So is it so that we have to by heart such a big sentence and say? There is a short form for this. Verzeihung. Verzeihung. Pardon. Pardon. Verzeihen Sie is a verb. Verzeihen Sie. Verzeihen. Whereas Verzeihung is the noun. Similarly, entschuldigen Sie bitte. Entschuldigen Sie bitte. Excuse me please. Excuse me please. And a short version also is there. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. Just meaning excuse me. Excuse me. In both entschuldigen Sie bitte and entschuldigung, that me is understood just as how in verzeihen Sie bitte, me is understood. In English, I can just say pardon please. Pardon me please would be the right expression. Similarly, in English, I can't say excuse please. Excuse me please. Whereas in German, that me is understood. And Sie as such is you, which is understood in English. So this is a great important aspect which students who are learning German should observe. Sometimes whatever expression that you say in German may not exactly match in English or vice versa. In English the expression may be something else, but in German it may be something else. Some more expressions for you. So these are some important ones like es tut mir leid. Es tut mir leid. Meaning I am very sorry. I am very sorry. The same thing can also be said as tut mir sehr leid. Tut mir sehr leid. where that word S is removed. Very sorry. Is there still any short form for sorry? We don't have any more short form. Either you should say 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 or 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. That's there. If you want, you can add. Otherwise, you need not add. So, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, sorry. All of them. 𝗧𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧, 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 or 𝗧𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧. Moving further, ich bin einverstanden. Ich bin einverstanden. I agree. My God, in English we just say I agree, but in German we should say so much. As I just explained few seconds ago, some expressions of English would not match with German and vice versa. You're learning this language, so obviously you need to learn such sort of expressions. The next expression which I have brought for you is 𝗧-𝗦𝗔𝗧. 𝗧-𝗦𝗔𝗧. Makes me happy. It makes me happy. Ich freue mich. Ich freue mich. I am happy. I am happy. Ich bin einverstanden. Ich bin einverstanden. I agree. So I agree to some proposal, something, some idea that you have given, some suggestion that you have given. You can use this expression. Ich bin einverstanden. Es freut mich, ich freue mich. Either of the expressions you can give, because when you are feeling happy, you can say either es freut mich or the other one, ich freue mich. Glauben Sie es mir. Glauben Sie es mir. Believe me. Glauben would mean to believe. So that's how glauben Sie es mir. Believe me. Vergessen Sie es nicht. Vergessen Sie es nicht. Meaning, don't forget it. Don't forget it. Vergessen Sie nicht. Vergessen Sie nicht. Don't forget. Now, as you observe, that S actually would mean it. So, if you want to specify clearly about some point, then you can just say vergessen Sie es nicht. Otherwise, just vergessen Sie nicht. Next. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. I speak little German. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch. I know a little German. Ich kann wenig Deutsch. I know a little German. So, generally, of course, it's a modest expression, but still, this expression I have given for you because, say, if you say that you know very well German, obviously a German may speak as if he is speaking to his own native. So, not to get into trouble, if we first itself make clear that we know just little German, just we are in the learning stage, then obviously even the native also would speak to us in such a format. Then, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich kann wenig Deutsch. Ich kann wenig Deutsch. Gefällt Ihnen Ihr Trainer? Now, sometimes when you go for a training over there, somebody may ask you like this. Gefällt Ihnen Ihr Trainer? Do you like your trainer? Ja, gefällt mir. I have taken a positive answer. Ja, gefällt mir. Meaning, yes, I like him. Yes, I like him. One more expression like this. Gefällt Ihnen die Kosmetikerin? Gefällt Ihnen die Kosmetikerin? Do you like the beautician? Ja, sie gefällt mir. Ja, sie gefällt mir. Yes, I like her. So, gefällt Ihnen Ihr Trainer? Ja, gefällt mir. Purposefully, I have not showing you the negative answers here. In the next slide, I will show you the negative answers also. Gefällt Ihnen die Kosmetikerin? Ja, sie gefällt mir. Gefällt Ihnen das Team? Gefällt Ihnen das Team? Do you like the team? Ja, es gefällt mir. Ja, es gefällt mir. Yes, I like it. Yes, I like it. Go back to the pronouns. Over there you have seen that in German the pronouns vary. So that's how you find sie, s, all of them being used. Gefällt Ihnen Ihr Führer? Gefällt Ihnen Ihr Führer? Do you like your leader? Do you like your leader? Nein, gefällt mir nicht. Nein, gefällt mir nicht. As I promised, I am showing you a negative answer. So in negative, the nicht would be placed at the end in some of the sentences. Not all, in some of them. No, I don't like him. So, gefällt Ihnen das Team? Gefällt Ihnen das Team? Ja, es gefällt mir. Gefällt Ihnen Ihr Führer? Nein, gefällt mir nicht. Gefällt Ihnen Ihre Chefin? Do you like your boss? Chefin is a lady boss. In English, we don't say lady boss, so I have just kept it in brackets. Nein, sie gefällt mir nicht. Your correct guess? No, I don't like her. Gefällt Ihnen das Spiel? Nein, es gefällt mir nicht. So, do you like the game? No, I don't like it. Gefällt Ihnen Ihren Chefin? Gefällt Ihnen Ihre Chefin? Nein, sie gefällt mir nicht. Nein, sie gefällt mir nicht. Gefällt Ihnen das Spiel? Gefällt Ihnen das Spiel? Nein, es gefällt mir nicht. Es gefällt mir nicht. Darf ich hereinkommen? May I come in? So sometimes when you want to enter into some room, somebody's office, etc., you can use such sort of an expression. Bitte kommen Sie herein. So other person may say, please come in. Bitte kommen Sie herein. Besten Grüßen an Frau 𝗓𝗪. Besten Grüßen an Frau 𝗓𝗪. Best regards to Mrs. 𝗓𝗪. So, darf ich hereinkommen? Bitte kommen Sie herein. Besten Grüßen an Frau 𝗓𝗪. Darf ich Ihnen Herrn Rao vorstellen? May I introduce Mr. Rao? Ich freue mich, Sie kennenzulernen. I am pleased to meet you. So when somebody wants to introduce someone, they may say something like this. Darf ich Herrn Rao vorstellen? And as an answer, ich freue mich, Sie kennenzulernen. Further, darf ich mit Herrn Rao sprechen? Darf ich mit Herrn Rao sprechen? May I speak to Mr. Rao? Ja, bitte. Yes, please. Or nein, ist beschäftigt. No, he is busy. So we have learnt another word, besetzt. Even beschäftigt also is a word which can be used. That's why I have chosen different words so that your vocabulary would increase. And how to say these ones? Once again, darf ich mit Herrn Rao sprechen? Ja, bitte. Nein, ist beschäftigt. Bitte setzen Sie sich. Please sit down. Bitte setzen Sie sich. Bitte nehmen Sie Platz. Please have your seat or please take your seat. Nimm Platz, an informal way. Take your seat. Machen Sie sich bequem. Make yourself comfortable. Bitte setzen Sie sich. Bitte nehmen Sie Platz. Nimm Platz. Machen Sie sich bequem. So, in today's lesson, we have learned some general expressions, and this is the part 1. And in the next episode, you'll see some more expressions and other things. So with that, let us take leave of today's episode. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Guten Nacht und auf Wiedersehen. Thank you.